Army General.
Fucking Hate Army. You know the guy's a loser.
Your name is Hate Army? You're saying Hate Army shit.
The Hate Army troll doing Hate Army shit.
Good vibes to the Hate Army.
Shout out for hate.
Let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about what happened with Street Fighter 6 because, you know, I've been tracking my progress in this game over the course of June, obviously. Now I've been playing the game for almost exactly a month. And as you know, I'm on my journey to 1,000 wins. Like, I'm trying to figure out when I will get my 1,000th win and who will it be with. And it's kind of this epic thing. And yesterday, I said I wanted to use a new character. Now, I've told you guys I don't want to use too many new characters too often. At most, I would maybe pick a new character like once a week in an attempt to you know, learn all the cast and everything and do better. So yesterday was Street Fighter Friday, and I said, oh, let's pick a new character, let's see, and I decided I was going to pick Ryu. Okay, now Ryu, I used a little bit in the betas last year, but I had not used in the full game at all. So, you know, I went online and I watched like 2 hours of videos of Ryu, and I learned a lot of the dash cancel combos and strategies with him, which was good because I definitely applied that to my gameplay yesterday. But what I didn't know was the fundamentals. You know, when you're picking Ryu and you're going to face off against a particular other fighter, well, in this case, what's the good strategy to use against them? Because, for example, sometimes standing medium kicks really good, but with other fighters, standing medium kicks really bad and gets stuffed by their abilities. So you need to know situationally what's good against this person and what's not good. You know, what's the strategy here? What's the strategy there? Sometimes if you're playing against a character that doesn't have a fireball, you can get away with some more. If they have fireballs, now it's a different like fighting against Guile, completely different than fighting against anyone else with Ryu. Because Guile can out-fireball you, so now your fireballs are essentially worthless, right? So that's what I mean. That's the situational knowledge that you need by playing the game, okay? So let's talk about what happened yesterday. On my first stream, I picked Ryu. I go into the guide, I learn the basics, fundamentals, go into combo trials, and I'm doing a lot of the combos because I've already kind of watched videos of the combos, so I kind of understand how they work. So I'm doing some of the combos, I'm like, all right, cool. And I went to training mode, practiced a little bit, actually practiced some of the bigger combos that I've seen in videos. All right, cool. Let's go online. Now, I don't want to jump right into ranked, let's do a little bit of casual play. So I played casual play for about a half an hour, 10 win streak. Some of the matches were close, but literally 10 win streak. And I'm like, wow. So I played with Ryu for an hour, and I'm pretty much dominating. I played a little bit more, and then I said, okay, let's go to ranked. So we go to ranked, and I get into my placement matches, right? And the first two matches, I just get steamrolled. Like, someone is dominating me because apparently they're higher level, they know the matchup, they're just kicking my ass. I'm like, well, I didn't know what was going to happen. Got owned. Next two matches, I narrowly win. Then I think I won a match, lost a match, won a match, lost a match. So basically it's back and forth. Now, some of these matches were quite close, but they were good matches. Keep in mind, again, I didn't really know anything about the fundamentals of you know, neutral with Ryu. All I knew were combos. So I'm doing basic stuff, and if I get a combo, great, right? I get lucky. So I finally finished my ranked matches, or my ranked placement matches, all 10, and it says, you're diamond. And I said, what? How could I possibly be ranked diamond, one level below master, the highest level you can get in the game? I don't even know basic stuff with Ryu. I know a few advanced combos and some fundamentals from old school Street Fighter, but I don't know anything about how to play this guy from mid-screen. I don't know what beats what. I don't even know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how to begin with this character. How am I diamond ranked? Just because I won 5 of my 10 placement matches, that doesn't make any sense. So what ended up happening was, they threw me to the wolves. Literally, they're like, ha ha ha, take this, and threw me into the lion's den with no defense. Again, this I talked about this yesterday. This would be the equivalent of, so it's your first day playing a new character. You decide to enter a tournament with that character. A tournament, a competitive tournament where everyone else is practicing, knows the ins and outs of their character, and will be playing at high level, and it's the first time you've ever even selected a character, you're in a tournament now. What? Like, why would you do that? No, you should practice first, right? So, I didn't know, you know, I was like, what? I did end up playing about an hour and a half to 2 hours of ranked on that first stream, and I lost like 80% of the time because I don't know the fundamentals. You know, every time that someone mixed me up, I didn't know what to do to stop the mix-up. When I got to the corner, I don't know what Ryu's tools are yet to get out of the corner. Now, as I started to play, I started to realize He does have some good things. You know, his overdrive Shoryuken is completely invincible. Also, if they're jumping above you, if you hit back and fierce punch, he does a uppercut that goes like straight up like this. That can knock a person from above you. So, you know, as I played, I started to learn a little more. But that's the thing. I had to take a bunch of losses just to learn basic fundamentals that I should have been learning earlier on before they decided to throw me to the wolves, essentially. So, you know, I did my absolute best. And I get some wins? I actually did. I found it funny that I was actually beating some 5-star platinum and diamond ranked players with a character I literally didn't know what I was doing with. But I did, and I think if anything that just is a testament that in Street Fighter 6, if you have essentials from previous fighting games, like fundamentals, you could still get wins. Not that you're going to win consistently, but you can still squeak out wins against people who have mastered this game simply because the fundamentals are still key in this game, which is great. That's one of the things I like about the game is you can play it different ways, and you can play it completely modern with running with combos and mix-ups and patterns, or you can try to play it solid with fundamentals, and you could still hang somewhat, right? So that was the first stream. And by the end of the first stream, I think people were looking at my win-loss record, and it was like 15 wins, 40 losses, something abysmally bad like that, right? And I'm like, what are you going to do? Let's continue. So on the late stream last night, Friday Night Fights, I said, you know what? I'm not going to give up on Ryu. I'm going to continue because I want to learn this character. Like, I feel like I would have wasted 3 hours today if I didn't go back and reapply myself. So I went to casual play, and I played casual play for about a little bit over another hour, and I got tons of wins. I didn't win every match because the thing with casual play is you can play anyone of any rank. So anyone I played that was like gold, I beat. But if I played like platinum, and it didn't really matter if they were 1-star platinum or 5-star platinum, it was kind of like all over the place. These people are various skill levels. Some I won, some I lost, right? So the good thing was I was actually learning fundamentals. I was, you know, getting my bearings, learning what to do like mid-screen with Ryu. I started realizing every time you knock down, do a meaty fierce punch or mix it up, but meaty fierce punch is super good. If it hits you, get a giant combo after. I'm learning exactly when and how to dash cancel that's more consistent because I saw this combo online that I thought was amazing, but when I tried to do it, half the time it was whiffing over their head if they were crouching, and I'm like, well, I want a combo that's consistent, so I'm going to start doing a different one. You see, so basically over the course of like another hour and a half, I'm learning all these fundamentals and I'm getting better with Ryu. So at the end of the night, had about another 45 minutes, and people are absolutely just like begging me to play ranked, and I'm like, guys, you got to understand something. If I play ranked, I'm going to be facing diamond and 5-star platinum players exclusively. They are going to have played this game for a month with the character they're using, and they're going to kick my ass. Now, I may learn a thing here or there, but I'm going to lose. And there's nothing you can do. You're going to see people are going to mix me up constantly. I'm not going to know what to do with Ryu. You know, there's a difference when I'm using Blanca. I'm comfortable with Blanca. I've played with Blanca more than any character in the game. Situationally, I know how to get out of certain situations. I have options. I know what to do. I can hop. I can up ball. I can, you know, do a, you know, this, that. I know what to do. I don't know what to do with Ryu yet. You know, I'm just learning. So to put me into that situation is a bad idea. But people were like, oh, no, do it. All right, whatever. You know what? Go for it. So let's do it. So I go into ranked, and what happens? I lose like 4 sets straight. And it's just like spankings. It's like, you know, a jury that is completely mixing me up high-low, dash canceling across the screen. I get to the corner, another mix-up, done. I'm like, well, all I literally could have done was Hail Mary Shoryuken. That's it. Like, I don't even know what else to do to get out of there. You know, I'm fighting a Kimberly, and the Kimberly's got these tricky things, and she's like baiting me into doing things that look like they may punish, but they don't, and then she punishes me. And I'm like, that's because I have. You're playing people who've been playing this for a month, and they know all these things. I know nothing, right? Finally, at the end of the night, okay, I had 3 really good sets. I had one good set against a Minot, and it went back and forth a bit, but I beat the Minot in the set, and she was diamond-ranked Minot. What it was, I was learning, you know, what was safe, and basically what I'm learning now with Ryu is that anytime you're fighting someone who doesn't have a fireball, okay, mid-range, you want to be constantly keeping the enemy away with fireballs by doing hit strings into fireball, because a lot of people fall for it, or they don't realize how fast the fireball is in this game because it's really fast, and it catches them. You know, and it pushes them back a bit. And they don't get in on you. Like, Minot has to be in your face to be effective. Well, if you keep her mid-range, she's not effective, you see? Then I fought a Jamie and had a really good set where I narrowly beat him once and he narrowly beat me twice. In fact, the last round pretty much was mine. And then he did an absolute ridiculous Hail Mary drive impact the last second. And in a tournament, this would have been the dumbest thing you could possibly do. But I'm not expecting a guy who's a diamond ranked Jamie to throw out a Hail Mary drive impact, and it worked. And I'm like, well, it is what it is, right? But it was a close set regardless. And then the last set was against a Blanca, diamond Blanca player, and I beat him clean 2-0. Now, it's crazy because I went from literally knowing nothing about Ryu besides a couple combos to, by the end of the day, beating diamond players in sets with my Ryu, even though I have 4 hours of experience under my belt. If anything, I think that's a testament to the fact that, again, if you have fundamentals, you can win. And the fact that I am pretty good at picking things up quickly in fighting games. It's always been one of my things, is that if I see something and I'm playing a little bit, I can usually adapt really fast on the fly and improve my game. But at the same time, overall, it killed my win-loss record yesterday, right? Like, overall, my win-loss record has been very positive, correct? Well, my win-loss record now, basically, very bit negatively affected. Now, hold on, because I forgot to add the picture. Give me a second. Give me, like, 1 minute, because I wanted to show you the picture. I totally forgot to load it into the stream today. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So, keeping track of my first performance, my first try performances in Street Fighter 6. All right. Is this the right one? This might or might not be the right one. That's the right one. As you can see, I have now used 11 of the 18 characters in the game. Ryu is my latest one. And as you can see, counting overall round performance, 147 round wins and 156, is that what this says? Round losses. 56? 66? I can't see it. The red, for some reason, is not standing out for me. I can't even read it. Hold on. 156. Okay. Yes. So, basically, I lost more than I won, all right, when you're counting just rounds, all right? But it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. I thought that it was way worse than that. What that shows is that I was hanging and I was learning and adapting on the fly, because it wasn't just a steamrolling of losses, but overall the matches I was losing. I was winning rounds, but I was losing overall matches, which sucks, right? But if you actually take a look, that's not nearly as bad as some of the other characters that I had played. I mean, when you take a look at a character like, Mano, I completely got bodied the first time that I tried to pick Mano, right? Same thing with DJ. Oh my god, DJ was just, like, pathetically bad. So at least it wasn't that bad. And definitely what I can tell you is, after having used Ryu all day, I now feel comfortable picking him and using him in future matches. Even if it doesn't mean I'm going to win the ranked matches all the time, I'm getting better with him. And the more I play, I'm getting better. I don't feel like I got better with DJ or Mano. I just feel like I got spanked. Okay? So there you go. So definitely not my worst performance, but not a positive performance. Now, this is just overall round wins. But now what I want to do is I actually want to break it down for you into matches. Okay? So, when I first started playing with Ryu, before I went to ranked, I had 37 wins and 12 losses. That was the first stream that I did, was 37 wins and 12 losses, because at least 10 of those wins were purely from casual play. Then I went to, I basically went to the ranked. And as soon as I hit ranked, this is where it tanked. We tanked in the ranked. As soon as we went to ranked, I got ranked Diamond 1 star. And then I got 15 wins and 39 losses. All right? So, ended up completely losing poorly when I got to actual ranked. And I got demoted. I started at Diamond 1, and I went all the way down to Platinum 5. And actually, the win-loss ratio of that first session, that first stream, was 28%. 28%. That is the lowest I've had in the entirety of the game, but it's not surprising. Again, I was thrown to the wolves. I wasn't allowed to play matches slowly and learn. I was told, here, just play the high-ranked players now, deal with it. So I lost a million times, you know. 28% is absurdly, pathetically bad. Then, on the late stream, I played ranked again, and when I played ranked again, I had 9 wins and 14 losses with a 39% win-loss ratio. So, casual play, I dominated. 37 wins, 12 losses. I won 3 times more than I lost in casual play. But as soon as I went to the ranked, it was just getting spanked because the ranked put me way too high. And you got people who are playing their absolute best game using high-level strategies, mix-ups, things I've never seen, and I have no idea how to even do basics with Ryu, and I'm getting destroyed. So, overall, if you compare all the play that I did yesterday with Ryu, both, you know, casual play and ranked, I won 48% of the time, with the vast majority of my wins coming in during the casual play. Although, by the end of the night, like I said, by the end of the night with the ranked play, I actually was winning sets against diamond players, which is crazy to think that I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm just basically learning. And I'm winning diamond sets against multiple diamond players. It wasn't like one fluke. It was like I'm definitely winning over and over, which is really cool. So, did I learn something? I did. I absolutely got better with Ryu, and now I'm actually excited to play with him more. I literally, at the end of the night, was like, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get the flow. I want to play more with him. It's just sad that I had to take like a day of licking and beating, you know? I just had to get my ass beat to get there because the game ranked me so high. Now, the weird part about all this is people are like, well, isn't there a way to fix this? I have no clue. You know, when I first started playing Street Fighter 6 online, I think some weird pop-up came up when I first went to ranked, and it asked me, like, how do you want to be judged? I think it was like master, expert, intermediate, rookie. I don't know what it said. I really don't even know what it said. It's a screen. I had no clue what it was. I had no idea it was going to have any bearing on anything. I don't even remember what I picked. I literally have no clue what I picked. But people are saying because of what I picked on day 1, June 2nd, the first day of Street Fighter 6, that this has somehow affected me, and now when I'm playing these characters, they're tossing me to the highest ranks, which is so weird to me. No, really, it's just bizarre. How is it that there's an arbitrary selection on day 1 of a game, you don't even know what it is or how it's going to affect anything, and now you're locked in and you're stuck forever with these rankings? Like, how does that make sense, right? Because people are saying, well, is there a way to change it? How the hell do I know? How the hell do I know if there's a way to change that or not, right? I wouldn't know where it is. What menu would that be in? I don't know. There's 100 fucking menus in Street Fighter 6. So where would it be to say that you want to change the way that you get ranked or whatever? Because honestly, if I'm using a new character, I don't want to be thrown to the wolves. I would love to like, start me at gold 5-star or platinum 1. Let me play against decent players, but learn slowly. That way I can build myself up. I would much rather play 4 or 5 sessions like I did with Blanca. Slowly learn and get better each session, so by the end I am comfortable with that character and I am feeling good about them, and now I can play them at a high level versus, oh, you want to pick a new character, die 5,000 times because you don't know what you're doing, and then really just take so many licks and beatings that your entire body is so swollen you don't feel pain anymore, and now you actually start to learn something. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know. If anyone knows if there is a way in Street Fighter 6 to fix this, because picking new characters, I don't want this to keep happening. But it's like I'm a victim of my own success. Oh, you won half your placement matches, and it just so happens the placement matches were against higher ranked people, so now you're screwed. Now you're diamond. No, I'm not. Right? No, I'm not. So I don't know. Does anyone know? Seriously. Next time I pick a new character, I'd like to fix this. But I don't know how to do it right now. Okay? Anyway, overall, here's my updated performance in Street Fighter 6. 854 wins, 655 losses. Yes, that's right. Yesterday I got over 100 losses because of Ryu. Over 100 new losses. Only like 50 wins. And 57% win-loss rate. So the good news is I'm still in the green or the black. I'm not in the red. But yeah, that negatively affected me in a huge way. A huge way. Like, it really screwed up my records because of the ridiculous amount of losses with Ryu, right? So, yeah, it is what it is. I'll have to keep dealing with it, I guess, you know, moving forward, unless people can figure out a way to fix it, but I don't know if there is a way to fix it. However, I am excited to pick Ryu again. I think that right now, out of all the characters that I've used, this should show you again, taking a look at all the characters that I have experimented with, Blanca obviously is the one I'm right now best with and most comfortable with. I would say Lily, I'd like to play more of. It just seems like you guys don't want to see her that much, because I like the character, and I'd like to play more with her, but you haven't really asked for her. Like, you seem to be asking for everyone else but Lily, so I haven't played her again in a couple of weeks, but I'd be happy to bring her back and try to learn more with her. Zangief, man, I did really good with Zangief when I picked him last time. I don't know why I'm doing so well with him, but I started implementing the dash cancels into my game, and I won a ton. So Zangief, I would say, I think he's going to be in my rotation. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to do with him long term, but I really like the character. I can't wait to play more with him as well. Let's see here. Marisa. Now, here's the thing. Marisa, when I first played with her, I was kicking ass, right? I was. And then what I'm realizing the more I fight against her is that I actually feel like she is way more limited and not as good as I hoped. Like, a lot of her moves are based on hitting a big counter hit and doing big punish style damage, but she's not necessarily the best offensive character, I don't feel. A lot of her offense is based on having super armor and blowing through your opponent's attacks, but that's not necessarily great. Or getting one big punish, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I like that. So overall, I mean, I'm going to play with her more, I feel. But I don't know necessarily if Marisa is going to pan out to be a character that I'm going to do well with in the long term. I'll probably use her again and try to learn more. But for now, I'm kind of apprehensive about it. Like I said, the more I fought against her, I've learned about her shortcomings. I mean, I'll be honest, when I fight Marisa, usually she's like, I'm not scared of her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not too worried. I know if I keep doing some low attacks and or I stay away from that mid-range hit where she can counter hit you or hit you with the super armor moves, I'm not worried at all, actually. And a lot of the things that I do seem to tend to counter hit what she's doing, leading to big punish combos, so I'm not too worried about it. So I don't know. Now, Chun-Li I like, but Chun-Li seems to be a very high execution character to the point where I don't know if I'm going to go back and try her seriously. Like, I might use her again, but I don't know if I'll try to use her, like, seriously, only because her dash cancel is a very difficult dash cancel combo. Her dash cancel combo requires you to cancel into a stance and then continue the combo. So there's like an extra input that's actually quite difficult to do, in my opinion, during her combo. And that's why after playing her last week, I was like, yeah, I really don't know if I'm going to really continue on with her. Ryu, I want to use. Ryu, now that I played with him all day yesterday, like I said, by the end of the day, it was clicking with me. I was learning more about the character. I was starting to enjoy the character a lot. And now I'm like, dude, I absolutely want to use Ryu more, okay? Now, characters here that I haven't used in a million years that I might want to go back to, like, I might want to go back to E Honda. E Honda is a character that probably is an interesting build that I like to use, but I need more time with him. I've only used him once ever, and I know what I was doing. Dhalsim. I like Dhalsim in this game. I genuinely enjoy the character, but I need to play more, and I need to tech up, basically. I need to learn more strategies and combos with him. So I might want to study up and maybe use him again at a future date as well. So I would say Blanca, possibly Honda, Lily, Dhalsim, Zangief, and Ryu right now are like the 6 characters I'm liking the best, with the Marisa is on there, but I'm not really sold about using her that much more, okay? Once again, don't worry. Yes, I will be using more characters in the future, just that I'm not going to do it that often. That way I can focus in on the characters that I am using and hopefully, you know, get better with them, okay? So there you go. When is more Street Fighter 6? Tomorrow, and I'll explain in a moment as I explain about tomorrow's event, okay? All right, so there you go. Thanks for paying attention and listening as my journey through Street Fighter 6 continues this summer. The summer of Street Fighter. Maybe that's what we should call this, the summer of Street Fighter. The first time in a million years we've actually had a significant amount of Street Fighter gameplay, right? Like, holy crap, the summer of Street Fighter. I think I'm going to make a new playlist, by the way. So all of my gameplay of Street Fighter 6 so far has been in one playlist called the Street Fighter 6 Launch Playlist. But now we're a month in. The content I'm putting out now is not going to be the launch content anymore. So I'm almost thinking like Street Fighter 6 July 2023 playlist or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it might just be a whole new playlist so you can see like month 2 how I progressed and how much better I was doing than month 1. Something like that. Now we get the tips, and our first tip actually came in this morning, right before the stream had started. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a $30 tip from Gametrekker. Alright, so thank you, Gametrekker. Let's see what he has to say. He says, it's React Day, and that means I tip the full $30 instead of $29.99. Even though my tip message today is going to be about Street Fighter. That was quite the day with Ryu, huh? I haven't watched all of it yet, but I did luckily have enough time to count your wins and losses. Ouch, I saw a comment. One of your videos, you pointed out that unranked Ken you fought during your placement matches got placed in Diamond in the middle of your set. The commenter reason this could be that why you got placed in Diamond yourself. You took a game off of a Ken. That Ken. Look at this fucking idiot. You took a win off that Ken, so the system assumed you could beat Diamond players as a result. In my opinion, that would certainly explain it, though. If it's literally that simple, then it's 100% confirmed Street Fighter 6 ranked placement system is terribly designed. I guess you need to make sure not to beat 2 high-ranked players during your placement matches, but the Ken wasn't even ranked when you beat him that one game, so that's stupid. Exactly. It's not like when I was doing my ranked placements, it's not like, oh my god, I'm playing a Diamond player, let me beat him, and I beat him. I'm like, well, now I know why I'm in Diamond. Like, no one was high-ranked. I think there was a gold, a platinum, that was like mid-level platinum, right? And then everyone else was like new challenger. So how the fuck would you know who you're even facing? And by the way, it's not like I felt like anyone that I played in those placement matches was overly difficult to fight. I thought that they were all around my level, actually. So why the hell are you giving me Diamond? It doesn't make any sense at all. I really do feel like the rank placement's fucked up. I think that they have to fix it.
Tipping me helps me more than anything. If